Hi everyone and welcome back to another live trading series. This is going to be my income update for January and February. I might do these every other month since they don't really provide any value. I'm not really teaching you anything. It's just an update on my trading. So instead of doing it monthly, I might do it every other month. The reason why I initially skipped January, people were asking for it, is because my income was so high. It was abnormally high due to the meme stocks. So like AMC and BlackBerry, it was unreasonable for me to post that income. And then February comes around and I make even more. And it's also because of some of these meme stocks. So what I'm going to do is normalize my income and show you an average amount if I take out some of those crazy options, some of those crazy gains. Today is Monday, March 1st. And I just want to show you guys after a week of red. Last week was pretty, it was a bloodbath. Everything is green in the S&P 500 right now. Okay, so Nvidia is down a little bit, AMD's down a little bit, but it is good. I was a little nervous last week seeing like Apple go down, but let's go into the options income. So what you'll see here, January, I made $21,437, but take a look at the items I've highlighted in red. So these are the AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia kind of meme stocks. And if we take these out, a more normal amount of what I would make is 13,916. So, I'll include these in for now, but take a look. I made $3,000 for a 3-day covered call. Like this is not reasonable. This won't happen again. So I just wanted to normalize this amount. I'm going to do the same thing for February. Take out some of these BlackBerry and AMC amounts. So AMC, someone paid me $5,000 for 5 days, which is insane. This won't happen again. If we go to February, I made $29,923, but take out some of those meme stocks. This still is a high amount, like 22,000. Since I sold all my shares and I'm playing around with, let's say like 500,000 cash. This might be my new income going forward. I had initially calculated 15,000 a month, but I guess I just had a good month. So if we quickly break down by strategy what I made, I lost $6,978 on strangles. I'll go over why. I bought to close $188 for my naked calls. I made $17,000 in covered calls, $160 in poor man's covered call, and then $11,277 in cash secured puts. So if we just look at the normalized amount, the amounts that go down are the covered calls and the cash secured puts, because these are, what I did on BlackBerry and AMC. Let's take a look at my big loss. Where's Tesla? Okay, so this Tesla strangle. I lost $9,500 on it. I was doing I think 14-day to expiration strangles on Tesla, and strangles don't work if the stock keeps increasing. And I got scared. Tesla kept increasing. I moved up my call side to around $950. That's what caused me to take this $9,000 loss. And then it never hit. So I didn't have to take this loss, but I did it because I was scared just to be safe anyway. So, I was taking a risk and then it looked like I was going to take a loss. Ended up, this is a much smaller loss than what would have happened. But Tesla just kept increasing. I got scared. I closed it. I'm not doing strangles on Tesla anymore. I'm doing cash secured puts. So I moved over to cash secured puts. So see here, like I day traded 2 calls. Oh, this should be a covered call. I have to go back and see what this is. This might be wrong, but I'm going to slowly go from top to bottom so you can see. I tried to include more information now on the right side in column D just so you see what I'm doing. So if I slowly go through, you see everything I'm doing. There's a lot of trades. Okay, so that's for January. And the reason why I say 500,000 approx is because I sold everything around mid-month. I haven't calculated my average balance, but let's say 4% for January. February, I almost made, so I'll slowly go through all the trades I've done. Try to include as much information as I can, just so you can see. I made a lot of trades. Jeez, look at all this. Okay, so for February, I made 2,800 on strangles. I lost $2,000 on shares. So this was such a rookie mistake. I have 1,000 shares of Twitter just for my call. So I've been doing strangles on Twitter, and then it started approaching my $70 strike. So I bought 1,000 shares, and then I set a stop loss. What I'm so annoyed at, I saw Twitter go down, it hit my stop loss, and then it came back up. So I lost $2,000, and I don't know, like I should have taken that stop loss out, and I should have held it, but my mistake. So I made $18,400 on covered calls, $237 on naked calls, $4,700 on poor man's covered calls. So initially I was only doing on Apple, but now I'm doing on Nvidia and Corsair, and I'm really liking it. And then, surprisingly, my least profitable strategy, one of my least, 5,700 cash secured puts. I was always making a little more on cash secured puts, but for some reason this month I ended up buying shares. And I just, if people ask like my strategy, this is generally how I do it. Strangle 45 days to expiration, 10 delta or 15 delta, just depending on what you feel more comfortable with. Shares, don't do this. Naked call, don't do this, too risky. Covered call. So what I was doing, two strategies on my covered calls. I would buy 1,000 shares and I would sell an at the money call to get the most amount of premium, just to get it either called away, or if it goes down, I kind of hold the shares at a discount. What's happening on my covered calls, I sold at the money and they dropped a little. So I still hold the shares. I made the most amount of money on the calls and I'm not losing the shares. So I get to do this again in March. Poor man's covered call, I'm doing around 30 days, 25 delta. So my poor man's covered calls right now expire March 19th. I'll roll them out to April 16th. Probably will choose the 20 delta, 25 delta. Kind of a similar strategy for cash secured puts, 45 days and then 25 delta. I made around, let's say, 5.7%. This is I need to properly update this number, but it is an accurate amount of what I have invested right now. So I made a little list here. Once everything started tanking, I got really nervous. All my cash secured puts might have to be assigned and I might have to own them. So I put together a list of the entire amount of cash that I would need, and it's around $249,000. By March, I think it's March 19th, if things keep dropping, I might just accept assignment on everything and I will own all of these. This is kind of scary. So I sell 10 cash secured puts on AMD at 77.5. And then this Tesla one, this is just one cash secured put, and it's a huge amount. So that's my, what am I going to do going forward? I might go a little safer. We might be due for a correction. Maybe the correction or a slight reset we got was last week. I'll kind of see what happens. Right now, everything's going up, as we kind of see here. This makes me happy. Just some green days. If we take a look, right now, my value is down. After last week, I'm kind of losing 39,000 just unrealized value. There's some things I want to show you. Is there anything important I want to show you? Like, I don't have any trades lined up for today. I'm just kind of staring at it. AMD, I might roll this out. I'm doing pretty well here. What else? Okay, so like one of my biggest, let me fix this. So it looks like I'm losing $7,000 on my Twitter calls, but I do have these covered. So I ended up buying 1,000 shares at $70.24, and these are going to get called away at 70 strike. So I am losing this 24 cents a share. So I guess like $240. So I am kind of making 6,500 here, losing 6,900 here. Not a big deal. But what's scaring me is Workhorse. Like, I was selling cash secured puts on Workhorse. It was trading at like $35. I sold the 26 strike and I thought that was a good move, and then it tanked by 50%. So I am down a lot. I'm going to accept assignment at 26, and then I might I'm selling another 5 cash secured puts at 15, hopefully try to average down. I think my average would be like 20 or 21, and then we'll kind of go from there. So that's it for this video. Just a brief update on my income, I guess, my plays. I'm going to be focusing on covered calls, strangles, poor man's covered call, cash secured puts. I might do a little more cash secured puts in case things keep going down. Obviously, on red days, you want to sell cash secured puts because you'll get more premium for your puts, and if you do get assigned, you might get shares at a discount. But always keep track of the amount of cash you'll need if things tank and you're forced to buy. So thanks for watching. I might do an update every month. I might do every other month because it's not that relevant. You're not learning that much from these. But if you just want to take a look at some of the trades I'm doing, just an example of some like really good trades I've done. So February 9th, I sold 5 cash secured puts on Mara. And then 8 days later, I closed them at $53. So February 9th and then February 17th, I made $862 just kind of flipping these cash secured puts. Like I'm very happy. These are just some examples of, just some good trades I've been doing. Tesla cash secured puts, these have been thankfully expiring worthless. So I made $668 here, $438 here. I've done this a few more times. Tesla cash secured put, $482. If you take a look at the calculation, so this includes me closing out the previous one. So I sold a put. I don't know if you guys can see it. I sold a put for $533, but I closed the previous one for $50. If we look at this one, you'll see, where is it? Tesla. Again, you'll see a calculation in here. I sold the put for $635, closed the previous one for $196. So this is net. It's not, I'm not like hiding the income. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I might film some more trades if I have any this week, but tune in to the next one.